When it's worth it, you switch. An account with unlimited transactions. That's switch-worthy. Open a TD Unlimited Transaction Checking account today.
We all have a story to tell, and in my body of work, it's left for the viewer to decide what is her story, who is she, where does she come from, is she a mother, is she a wife? This whole series is based on women of my generation, although I think that younger women and older women can also relate to it, and just what we're going through in our lives. I love people, I love faces, I want to learn about people, I want to learn about where they come from, what their cultural background is, what their story is. I'm very, very gravitated to people, and this past 2 years, this is really what I want to paint, is I want to paint people, and I want to be able to tell their story, not just paint their face, but also tell their story. Leia's in her mid-20s, and she moved here a couple years ago as a young adult, seeking better opportunities. She's a designer at heart and currently working as a graphic designer in Toronto. But her main dream is to become an interior designer in New York City. So she's still working towards obtaining that dream. But the fact that she came here when she was in her early 20s, left her entire network of family and friends behind in order to pursue her dream is incredible. I only wish that I could have had that inspiration when I was in my early 20s. In all of my paintings, I incorporate drawings in my paintings, and I think having those graphics is what kind of gives it its own distinct style. So all of my drawings is what tells the story about the person, or maybe evokes a certain feeling about who that person is, what their story is. Another interesting tidbit is I have a lot of doodles and these free-flowing drawings that I do. I've been doing these drawings since I was 12 years old. If you look at any spiral notebook from any class that I was in, it was just filled with notes and doodles surrounding it. But I think what's interesting is how they play a part in my artwork, sort of a whimsical labyrinth, right? And to me, it's like the labyrinth of life, where life takes you. Some areas in life are, a little bit tricky, and then some are beautiful and free-flowing. What I've done with my backgrounds, my paintings, has helped differentiate me as a portraiture artist. I love doing them. It's my favorite part of painting my portraits. I'd love to be one of the top names in Toronto. When people, hear of Alexis Fraser, they'll know, oh, she's that portraiture artist. I want to be one of the top names as a portraiture artist here in Toronto. I really, really want to make an impression on people with my art. I want people to see beauty in my art. I'm hoping that people will be able to connect with it. I want to make a name for myself as an artist, but I also want it to touch other people as well.